So you finally figured out what your pattern is, and yet you can't help yourself but keep doing it. What's going on here? So, what we tend to think is that once I figured out why I'm doing this, and we have the big aha, and maybe even a coach helped you get there, or some epiphany on a mountain in India, is that we think that at that moment in time, like, well, now I figured it out, now my pattern will stop. And that's actually not at all how it works. From a neuroscience perspective, the brain loves predictability, let's say. So it's kind of like, well, this is what's familiar to me. The old you, the pattern that you used to run, is where I have evidence, where I'm used to this. This is comfortable. This is like lying warm in bed in the morning in a winter's day type of situation. And so in NLP, we say that we're anchored in with our pattern in a certain emotional state, and that emotional state feels familiar. It is what we know. It may even, on some weird level, it may feel safe. And I see this all the time. Like, look, I've been traveling the world for almost 20 years, teaching NLP and coaching certification in beautiful places like this, on Bali and in Portugal and in Mexico and Amsterdam and the United States and sometimes other countries. And I see my students having these huge aha, but then assume that awareness equals change. And that's not really true. It's a complex equivalence. And so how do we get around this in a quick and dirty way? Is by asking yourself, well, what specifically is the feeling that is familiar to me here? And once you bring that into conscious awareness, is that I know what my new pattern should be, or how I break the pattern, but I honor the fact that the old pattern gave me a certain feeling, a certain positive intent, if you will. And so you need to find a way to get the positive benefits, that feeling. At minimum, you need to honor it, to kind of go, okay, well, I remember why I had that pattern. And if it's a positive feeling and a positive intent, then you need to recreate that in this new pattern-free environment, or a new pattern. You need to recreate that in some way. I hope that makes sense.